Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sega's mascot, the Blue Bomber himself. Well, I shouldn't call him that because he's the second person to carry that name, but everybody knows the real Blue Bomber, Mega Man. But two people submitted this. Once again, Just a Space Cowboy and Vis Fedora came up with re-imaging the original, I guess, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm hoping that's what they. If not, I apologize. But to me, guys, there's really nothing to revamp about this game. That's what kills Sonic now, is they're trying to re-image him, make him into something he's not. He's a speedster. Stay a speedster. Keep it fast-paced. Don't change it. That's why now the games are going back to that way. Look at Sonic 4. Went back to the classic way. Look at this new one that's coming out called Sonic Generations. I played the demo. It went back to the classic way. The only thing I can say is, yeah, give it a new up-tempo feel of next-gen style, meaning leaner, smoother graphics. But other than that, just keep it the regular Sonic that we all fell in love with back in the days. Don't try to change him, because if you look at all these other games that Sonic has been in, you know, even Sonic Adventure I put up there, and I know somebody actually has that on the list, but Sonic Adventure was good, but it didn't have that feel of Sonic to me. And with that whole Sonic one where he turns into that werewolf, I'm like, what the hell is this? You know? So keep it the way it is. And that's all I'll say about Sonic the Hedgehog. But as always, let's keep it rolling.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
And the last one, just another, well, it's not the last one. Just Another Cowboy, Space Cowboy, submitted another. As you saw the title, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Now, granted, guys, I'm not really big into the Tony Hawk games. I really wasn't. So this is a little hard one for me, because I don't see what you can really do to revamp it. I mean, they've always kept upping the ante with that game series, no matter what, since it first appeared on the 64, I think, and then the PlayStation and things like that. They've always upped the ante. So I can't really, no disrespect to Tony Hawk, because that man pretty much helped revolutionize the pro skateboard circuit. So I would never disrespect Tony Hawk anyway. But I was never really intrigued by the games too much. Like I said, once again, no disrespect. But other than that, I really can't see what they can do to revamp it or up the ante, because they keep upping the ante. But still, it's just a thought. You know, thought counts, and I will never dismiss anybody's submit for the list. And but thanks again, JSC.
Mega Man 7 and 8.
Okay, this was the last submit that Just a Space Cowboy submitted, and Mega Man 7 and 8, but however, back in its 8-bit look. I'm gonna disagree on that one. To me, yeah, Mega Man 8, the original Mega Man. 7 was okay. But 8 revolutionized Mega Man. It went from that little 8-bit look that he had, you know, and then it had a smoother animation. I love Mega Man 8. That is probably one of my favorites out of the original Mega Man. It had that great new cartoon, smooth animation feel, and then there were anime cut scenes to it. It was great. I really can't see going back to the 8-bit look. And that is probably why I haven't downloaded Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10, I think, because of that. I think it's way past the 8-bit look for Mega Man, and it should stay in the next gen feel, you know, not go backwards. Not forget where it came from, but not going backward in terms of look. because Mega Man 8 was just a sweet game. If you never played it or you want to look at it, look on YouTube. Just punch up Mega Man 8, look at some gameplay, and you tell me you would want that back as the 8-bit look. Once again, no disrespect, just another cowboy, but I'm just saying, like, that will not slide with me. I feel that can't work for me. Not for the Blue Bomber. But you know, everybody's entitled to opinion, right?
Contra.
Alright, moving on. You saw the title. Contra. Yeah. Classic Konami game. It was submitted. This was submitted by two guys. Trigonzilla and Animal God. Love Contra. Classic side-scroll shooter. And be happily to know this, guys, they are remaking it. So you're getting your wish. Konami at this year's E3 showed a teaser trailer of Contra. They just showed the traditional C. So they are re-imaging that, remaking it. I wonder how they're gonna re-image it. They didn't show any gameplay or anything. They just showed a teaser. Many say keep it the old school way, the little guy with the gun and they're always fighting these big things, or give it a little bit more third person view of it now, like what they did with the Bionic Commando, the 2009 version, which was pretty good. Yeah, 2009. Yeah, you're getting your wish with Contra. Gonna have a remake. So, all's well for that one. But still, as always, a good choice, guys.
Darkstalkers.
Oh, yeah. I knew people was gonna put this. You saw it. You know it. You love it. The fighting game that's all about the cryptids or the monsters. Yeah, Darkstalkers, baby. Two guys. I was shocked that only two guys submitted that. Trigonzilla, once again, and Smash Hitter 2. Yeah, man, it is about time we get another Darkstalkers, because there's only been 3. Only been 3. And to me, Darkstalkers needs a new one. Not only that, they need more characters, because there's only 19 characters in total for the Darkstalkers universe. They need to amp the ante on that one. You know what I'm saying? At this year's Comic-Con, they were at Capcom was at their panel, and they actually asked the producer, and he said it: the Darkstalkers are not dead. Now that's giving a little of us a little feel that okay, they are gonna work on, because they said in the beginning, if the success of Street Fighter 4 is big, and let's face it, Street Fighter 4 was a major success, and they went on to do more. It's time to bring back the other fighting game genres for Capcom. And I'm talking about Darkstalker. I'm talking about Rival Schools. And I'm talking about, hell, I'm even talking about Star Gladiator. Bring that back. But Darkstalkers most definitely deserves a remake or re-imaging. I would even give it a feel of what they did with Mortal Kombat. You know, they rebooted that and rebooted it well. But keep Darkstalkers with that dark feel. Give it that darker tone, you know. But just that feel of Darkstalkers that we all loved. So good submit, guys, to both of you guys. And I'm kind of ashamed that nobody else. There should have been 6 to 7 people that submit. No, I'm just joking about that one. But other than that, good submit, guys. Very, very well done. Okay, yeah. Glad people remember this game. Once again, 2 people submitted for this game. Battletoads. Trigonzilla and Galactus Girl. Once again, this game came around the time, Turtles was riding high. They were big. You always got to thank the Turtles for all these humanoid animal pairs. You know, foursomes or so. The Battletoads were up there as well, and it was a fun adventure slash beat 'em up action game. It's really fun to play. I would really I would love to see them re-image this game, reboot it, re-image it, revamp it for the new gen, for the next gen of gamers that didn't get to play it back in the 90s like we have or so. Smooth out the graphics, make it pretty much keep it an action adventure game slash beat 'em up. Don't change a thing about it, but just up the ante with the next gen systems. That's pretty much all I can say. Keep the fun, because there were times like a lot of the moves were like really funny, like punches were like their fists would get a little bigger when they would knock somebody out. It was just a fun game to play, most definitely. So big ups to you guys for submitting that game. Battletoads, good stuff.
Maximum Carnage.
Sorry about that. Had to wet my whistle. Next game, yeah. Probably the most favorite Spider-Man game that everybody has played. Probably one of the most famous Spider-Man story arcs that really put Carnage on the map. Maximum Carnage, yes. This was submitted, once again, I'm a little shocked, but it was submitted only by 3 people. Trigonzilla, Super Spider Saint, and Big Plant T. Yeah. Re-imaging this game would be cool. Once again, I would do this as pretty much an anniversary special, you know, for, you know, in a way, you know, to celebrate the anniversary of that story arc. I would pretty much keep it the side scroll beat 'em up, but I will definitely add. I would definitely want to add a two-player to maybe even more. Maybe even add a 4-player online. You know, basically competitive complication to it. You'll basically you can join in the fight, like, because if you remember in the Maximum Carnage series, Spidey and Venom didn't just work alone. There was Iron Fist, there was Captain America, Black Cat, Deathlock, Morbius. They were only able to be called in when you need them, but I would really have that be open to a bigger variety where you could actually have them help and you could actually play with them in the game. Give it that next gen feel as always, graphic wise. I would definitely try to keep the same music, keep the original theme music, because a lot of people love that opening theme. That was done by Green Jelly. They did the theme music. It was real fun. But yeah, Maximum Carnage, definitely a good game. I still know a lot of people that have not beaten that game yet. It was hard. It was a very hard game. But I did beat it. Took me a long time to beat because the last fight with Carnage was hard. But it was still a good game. If you don't have that story arc in your collection, get it. That 13-part story arc was worth it. It really put Carnage on the map. Really. The guy took over the whole island of Manhattan. But another good entry, guys. Another good entry.